Hello and welcome to my science tutorials. In today's video, we want to look at ratio and proportion, where we'll be learning how to find the value of x when given a particular proportion. Now this video is useful for children or teenagers in grade 5 all the way to grade 9, and for those of us in Africa, in West Africa and any of the English speaking countries, this video will be useful for children from class 6 all the way to junior high school 3 or JHS 3. Now finding the value of x in a proportion is very easy. So let's have a look at an example. So I'll be solving 4 examples in this case, and I'll be giving 4 out as homework, and I expect you to solve the 4 that I'll give as homework and leave the answer in the comment section. All right, so let's have a look at number 1. So we have 1 over 2, which is half, is equal to x. Okay, so x over 50. Okay, so we are to find the value of x. So find the value of x. Okay, now to solve this, it is very easy. What we do is, so let me use a different color to show what we do. So to find the value of x, what we do is we multiply the numerator over here, the denominator over here. So we multiply these two guys, and then we divide it by this guy over here. Okay, so what it means is that we are going to have 1 multiplied by 50 divided by 2, and that will give us the value of x. Okay, so I'll take that again. We multiply the diagonal numbers. Where the s is, you don't multiply that part, so we don't multiply the x and 2, no. You multiply the leading diagonal over here, this guy over here, and then you divide by the one at the bottom over here. So it will give us 1 multiplied by 50 divided by 2. This will give us 1 multiplied by 50 is 50 divided by 2. This will give us 50 on 2 will give us 25 as our answer. So therefore the value of x is 25. All right, so let's have a look at another example so that we really appreciate what we are doing. So let's have a look at another example. Okay, so example number 2, we have 5 on 2 is equal to 10 on x. So we have to find the value of x. Now, if we look at this, we realize that the x is the denominator over here. What we can see over here, that is the value of x. So in this case, we are going to multiply this. We are going to multiply this guy, and then we divide it by this guy. Are you okay? That is what we are going to do. So let me erase that and redo that. Okay, so the question is 5 on 2 is equal to 10 on x. So our answer, or this will be equal to, then we'll have the 2 multiplied by the 10 over here. Like I said, we are going to multiply these two guys. So we have 2 multiplied by 10, and then we divide it by the 1 over here, which is 5. So this is equal to 2 multiplied by 10 will give us 20. Then we divide it by 5. And so therefore 20 divided by 5 will give us the value of 4. And this is the value of x. So therefore x is equal to 4 in this particular example. All right, so now that we've seen the trend of how this goes and how we find the value of x, let's continue to solve more examples, and then we get our homework. So let's look at the third example. We have x on 3 is equal to 22 on 33. Okay, now this is also one of the simple example that we have. In this case, because the x is at the top over here, we'll multiply the opposite side of it. That is, we'll multiply the 3 and the 22, and then we divide it by the 33. So this will give us 3 multiplied by 22. Okay, the 3 and the 22. Then we divide it by 33 over here. Okay, so we have 3 multiplied by 22, that will give us 66. So this is equal to 66 divided by 33. And then if we do that, we are going to get a value of 2. So therefore it means x is equal to 2 in this particular example. I hope we are understanding and we are getting the trend of how to find the value of x in a given proportion. All right, so let's have a look at some few more examples, and then we get our homework to try our hands on. Okay, so let's look at this example. We have 1 on x is equal to 7 on 63. We have to find the value of x. Okay, so as always, because the x is at the bottom or is at this side, okay, this is where the x is, so we ignore that. We multiply this side first, then we divide by here. So we are going to have 1 multiplied by 63 at the top, then we divide by the 7 over here. So that is going to give us 63 at the top over here divided by 7. And if we compute that, 63 divided by 7 will give us 9 as our answer. So therefore x is equal to 9. Are we okay? So this is how we solve for the value of x in a given proportion. It's very easy. All you have to do is that, let's say we have 4 on y is equal to let me say 40, and let's say this is 80. Okay, all we have to do is, because we have the unknown variable, okay, at the bottom over here, we multiply the opposite side where we have the number, then we divide it by the one at the top. So it will become 4 multiplied by 40 divided by 80. And so once we solve that and get our answer, that will be the value for y. Okay, so y will be equal to the answer that you get after you multiply the top and you divide it by the denominator over here. Okay, so now that we understood how we find the value of x, okay, now let's go ahead and have a look at some homework. Now note that we can change the value or the variable from x to a, b, y, k, any variable at all, but the approach is still the same. So let's have our homework. Okay, so we have 3 over 5 is equal to x over 60. Number 2, 10 over x is equal to 13 over 26. Okay, so number 3, x on 7 is equal to 48 on 56. And then number 4, we have 5 on x is equal to 10 on 22. Okay, so these are the 4 assignments that you have as your homework for this particular questions or on this particular topic. So solve your answers and leave the answer in the comment section. So I'm expecting you to write 1, then you write x is equal to your answer, then 2, x is equal to your answer, or you can just write 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then write the value of x straight. So if it is 10, you write 10. If it is 20, you write 20, like that, and you answer all 4 of them. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.